In today's video, it's all about gardening. I'll be sharing my spring garden tour and a special tea time in the garden. Welcome to my spring garden tour 2025. I'm excited to show you the garden is constantly changing, and we will go back all the way to March in order to start off this tour. In March, I bought some ranunculus that I wanted to plant, and I actually planted them in that pot. And I was thinking about this jasmine because it really hasn't grown much. I'm thinking of fertilizing it. I also bought some lisianthus plugs. They're going to be a beautiful pink. I was so excited about this. And I need to plant those. I'm trying to figure out where to put those. I got some bubble gum from Proven Winners at the nursery. I was happy to find those. And some beautiful white alyssum. I kind of just put them in places to see how I like them for now. But I have 3 pots that I emptied from past dirt that I'm getting ready and prepping for my garden. The vincas are looking pretty shabby. They need a big dose of fertilization. But I'm excited about those beautiful ranunculus. Now I'm really excited about these vincas. That whole bunch right there is a brand new. I did not plant that. It all began with seed from the other vincas that were living around them. And also, as you can see, I had my salvia. It died in the summer, too much heat. So I'm looking at a lot of pruning I have to do here. I kind of let them go in the winter. And then I have my first daffodil, one daffodil in the middle of everyone. I love how it just stands alone. I have a little bit of work to do in my pots up front, but look at the roses, the beautiful True Love red roses. It's a tree, and it's actually the third one. No, the second one that Ruben and I actually planted, but it has not bloomed because I pruned it in February, actually kind of late. I pruned it February 15th, but it does have new growth. And this morning I actually saw some aphids that I'm not too happy about. So I'm gonna actually have my first experience with getting rid of aphids. Ruben and I did plant a bare root rose called Moonlight. It's a beautiful lavender rose, but we're gonna see how that works. And then the beautiful rose. This is my first rose that Ruben and I planted in our cottage rose garden last May. And I was so happy to see after I pruned my roses for the first time that they're actually doing really well. My lavender that we planted by the roses has not bloomed yet, but it actually gave a great show. And here it is. This one bloomed so beautifully. And it flushed early, so March was a good month for the lavender. And I'm pretty happy. I'm going to be filling in this garden bed with a lot more as we go on in this garden tour, but at least you get to see how it all started. Now we are in April, and I did plant the alyssum. I had a couple of them, so I put one with the roses here. And then the most exciting part about today was that my roses have buds on them. I counted as many as I could count, and I think there was about 15. I was so excited. I have been looking forward to this day, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to see them all budding, and this one is the first one, the little baby all by itself. And moving on to the garden bed, I did plant some more alyssum in this area. And right in front of that rose hybrid, I'm hoping that'll look really good, along with the Proven Winners petunias. I did put those there. I want to fill that out. Another alyssum and a lisianthus in that corner. The day is here. This beautiful True Love rose, Floribunda, is showing off with all the blooms. I am so happy. They are gorgeous. Such a vibrant red color. On this beautiful morning, I walk into my garden and I see this Floribunda full in bloom. This is the height and peak of its season. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. And I did see the other hybrid rose has a little bud, so I think it's going to be blooming. I think it's a late bloomer, but that's okay. And the lavender needs to be pruned. Today we decided to dig up the new hybrid tea that we had planted, the Moonlight, and I'm going to transplant it into a pot because I decided to put the Queen Elizabeth rose here, and I think it's going to do really well. I think it's going to be a better addition to the garden, and I'm loving it so far. Welcome to May and my cottage rose garden. Everything is beautiful and flourishing. In Arizona, May is the peak month of our spring garden. This is the most beautiful it's going to look before the summer heat hits in. But the Queen Elizabeth rose that I planted looks so beautiful. Everything is so gorgeous in this time because it's not that hot. And the hybrid tea has bloomed. It's looking beautiful. The lavender hasn't bloomed yet again, so I've been waiting again for that to come back. It does come back in summer. Look at these precious blooms. I'm not sure of the name of this rose because it was a trash rose we found at Home Depot, but you know what? It's gorgeous. And the petunias, or the super petunias, I think that's what they're called, from Proven Winners. They're all looking great. Everything's filling in really well. The alyssum is looking good too. But these roses are such an addition to the garden. And then our courtyard, the vincas are coming along, and the lisianthus are growing taller. Welcome to our time in the garden today. It's tea time and we're having it in the garden, which is such a beautiful evening and sun is going down. I thought it would be nice to come and have a little tea with you. I sent you a little teacup just for you. This is actually the first time that I'm using my Country Roses tea set outside, which is very exciting. And I just got these at an antique store a year ago, so I'm going to be sharing a little story about that in a future video. But isn't it so appropriate that we have roses in our china and we also have roses in our garden? I'm really excited today because I just launched my garden Instagram. That's taken a little bit of courage on my part, because I didn't really know if I could do that, so I'm excited. So follow along if you want to know more how I am creating my rose cottage garden out in the Arizona desert, and I'll be sharing more there. So today I'm drinking some Paris black tea from Harley & Sons. It's such a good loose leaf tea. I'm really enjoying that. And I actually have some new teaspoons that I just got from Amazon, which are really pretty, and I thought I'd share those too. So just a little fun dressing the garden table for tea. So I wanted to share a little bit of what I've been reading thus far in this season. I picked up Anna Green Gables again because I'm so into the garden scene and the aesthetics, and it just makes me feel so good. This is such a good read for spring. Many of you might have read Anna Green Gables. This is one of my favorites from Ellen Montgomery. If you've read this book or if you are thinking about it, I totally recommend if you are into books that are classics and have a garden aesthetic, because Green Gables is like my dream place that I would love to live, and trying to create a Green Gables here in the middle of Arizona is my challenge. Oh, it's windy. It's been windy these days, and it's getting a little breezy now, but it feels really nice. And then I just received my Victoria magazine recently, and I'm loving this new issue. This is the May and June issue, so this is so good. One of my favorite articles in here actually is about roses, and if you subscribe to Victoria or you purchase the magazine, let me know, because I am a fan of Victoria. This is one of my favorite articles that I'm reading right now. Of course, it's about roses. Livia and Rose is what it's entitled. And I'm really enjoying this because it has some sweet treats that we can make with roses. And I just purchased some rose petals that are dried, and I've been wanting to make some rose petal scones, and I think I'm going to try some of these recipes in here. It's a beautiful issue. It is Escape with Us to France, not knowing that this theme actually has to do with the tea that I'm drinking right now. It's a loose leaf tea, and it's really delicious, so I'm just having it plain and no cream or sugar, and it's so good like that. So I'm really enjoying, now that I've created this courtyard space and bringing more beautiful flowers into my garden. The garden is constantly changing. That's what I love about gardening, and it's exciting to be able to share that with you. One thing I'm really enjoyed about creating this courtyard garden is that I can come out different times of the day, and especially in the morning with my husband when it's real early and it's really nice and cool still, and just sit down and have some coffee and have some treats, maybe even breakfast. I think even right now, since it's like a dinner time, this would be nice to have a little dinner date al fresco. So I hope you enjoyed having tea in the garden today with me and seeing a little bit of my garden tour for the springtime. I know my garden is going to change in another month because as summer comes, it's going to get a lot more extreme with the heat. So it was nice to share how beautiful the flowers are looking right now with you. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Have a beautiful day.